Greetings and salutations everyone, welcome back to more Divinity Original Sin 2. Previously, well, we learned of source points and have gained a skill Bless from our god. This episode, well, the first thing I want to state is that for some reason my other characters cannot pick up source points. I don't know why. I'll search up why they can't do it at the end of this episode. Maybe I did something. But they should also be allowed to get skill points because they also have the Bless skill. But we're going to show off the properties of Bless in this episode. First of all, we're going to loot these mansions, and you can see this lever is the first thing we're going to do. If you use Bless on it, it becomes Bless and smoke disappears. So now we can use it.
We should tread gingerly.
That allows us to, well, take a look at this
stands
one.
an ancient shrine, runes carved deep into its rock. The runes are in no language you understand or recognize. The shrine seems completely inert. Your fingertips tingle as you reach out to the shrine. You feel power stir in your chest, but you feel lacking, like a cup waiting to be filled.
In here we have an erase skill book, which, yeah, pretty cool thing to get. I don't remember what you're supposed to do with a shrine now. I think you have to get a source point and maybe use Bless on it. I'll try that.
Before you stands an ancient... Your fingertips tingle as you reach the runes.
Okay, nothing happened there. Unfortunate. You can also apply certain buffs to characters. You can use Bless on water to make a healing surface, which is pretty cool. Sometimes Bless will be needed to do certain things. I don't remember everything Bless can do, unfortunately. But I was trying to showcase everything I do know about it. We're going to go down here because of these pigs from the last episode. If you use Bless on these pigs...
The curse is lifted. Thank you, stranger.
Yes.
The menacing skeletal...
We have a quest that we can do by Bless them all.
Yawns.
So you dare defy the will of Brachus Rex. Prepare to be destroyed, and so on and so forth. Let's get this. I've enthusiasm for putting you back in the ground, so I can return to my rest. I hope this brings the discussion to an end. I don't like being roused from slumber, only to be greeted by such banality. It is not my place to question Brachus Rex's will. I am to execute those who defy his legacy. Besides, there are far worse fates Brachus Rex could have visited upon you. This island itself is proof enough of that, I dare say.
She moans impatiently and taps her bony foot.
Yes, I know he's dead. I am still obligated to perform his wishes. He may not live, but the threat of his curse hangs over me. Where Brachus Rex is concerned, I take no chance.
Yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't the one doing the talking during that fight, which is pretty annoying. I could have probably persuaded her. I think she fights you regardless. But she's not going to be a tough fight at all. As you can see, she has 74 armor. All we have to do is hit her. And she will probably get knocked down from this. And she doesn't get to play. Well, a difficult fight. And not even gonna... Like, I don't think she'll even get to make a move thinking about it. Heck, she might die before Luce even gets to make a turn. Even if she doesn't, this guarantees it. Yes, I'll just end turn. End turn. She has to get back up. Then throwing knives. And then 4. Victory. I believe she does does have some good gear on her. Yeah, she's got supernova. That's the illuminator, which is pretty cool, being a one-handed mace. But obviously our goal is going to be to, well, save the pigs. They can move around a lot, and they probably will, just to make this more difficult, I guess. Let's not stand near any poison now, and don't stand near the oil, because the pigs can kill you pretty easily.
The flames are extinguished. Thank you.
I'm gonna have to travel back to the castle, I think. There's supposed to be enough source pulls for everyone, that's why I grabbed one. But I don't see an extra source puddle. Yeah, I have to travel back to the castle. That's great. Ugh. But we can get back to the pigs pretty quickly from here. Go through here and one. Alright, that's too far. Is up here. And while we wait, we're only like 8,000 XP away. From leveling up, which is going to be handy. This won't give us the XP, but it'll be pretty close.
At last, the fire is quenched. Thank you.
Wow, nowhere close actually. But you do get some free loot out of this. You can avoid the pigs as well, if you have a teleportation skill. There's just no point. Like, you may as well do it normally. And read that. It's a crafting book. It'll pretty much say what all the other crafting books say. So now we will go over here. There's certain areas I want to go to, but it's going to take a while for us just to get through this party island. So we're going to try and unlock some fast travels this episode, I think. Just to go all over the place and do stuff. Let's see what about the armor. I'll actually equip that. I think you get this belt for initiative. Yeah, that's an upgrade for the Red Prince just in general. I was thinking to keep it unique gear, but it's not really any point. Unidentified wand, a plate. I should learn rallying cry as well. Because that's just a helpful skill in general. We'll keep those, but we can sell some of these. Yeah, we'll keep those. Just keep an eye out. I think I know where we are. The others are kind of taking our time thinking about it. What? Where are you going?
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
I'm sure you do, Red Prince. But yeah, there's a trap there. I think we have a trap disarming kit. We can disarm it, but there's really no point. He's just taking a weird path. Oh, let's go over here. This does trigger a fight, but we should be okay.
We meet again.
They're not incredibly strong enemies, but you know, may as well be safe. I'm gonna go for the adrenaline. Not enough AP. We'll do this. I'm gonna feign walk all the way over here and just hit the guy in the face. Like that. Now the enemy that's moving next is actually that one. Basically we're going to try and guarantee as many turns we can get because more enemies are going to spawn in this fight. But what we can do... Nah, it's no point. Let's just kill it. We're going to move on Connor Champion over here in a bit of a cheeky way.
More of them. These beasts are damn persistent.
Red Prince for some reason cannot hit him. The path isn't interrupted. Like, come on. It's really not interrupted. I don't know what the game is playing at.
Glory is mine.
There we go. And we'll do this. Because pretty much the area I'm in is the best area to be at, because enemies have to come all the way over to us. And it doesn't help them in the long term. Murder. Well, he'll die if he tries to go anywhere.
This world is ours.
Look at how slow he's going. You're standing in fire.
Die.
Why are you not dead?
Pass away. You will not be spared. Your time is up. Squash the vermin. Hang the thieves.
Right, who's moving next? That guy. Yeah, we'll leave him be. Mostly because of that. If Red Prince went for an attack of opportunity, he would have actually killed him. Which is a shame that he didn't. Dimensional Bolt. Whoa. What did that totem do? It did damage to everyone. Wow. Can I get the Red Prince all the way over there? No. Instead what we'll do is we'll just lay some fire out. Yeah, that's all we'll do. And then we're gonna create some steam. Steam times, everybody. Steam times. But yeah, every time you kill a couple, well, every so couple times more of these guys will spawn, but they're not infinite. I know they look infinite, but they're not. They are nowhere close. A good chunk of XP, regardless.
Ours.
There you go, he's dead.
We are the many and the all.
I'm gonna keep Red Prince here because fine.
We are the
He kind of acts like a weaker incarnate at this stage of the game.
return.
He will get his own identity as a fighter. It's just it's gonna take a long time to get there. Like, chances are my character will have everything they need before even the final area. Red Prince will probably be completed in the
They
final
can keep
area.
calling us vermin, but we'll just keep putting them down.
Go hit down. An issue with these characters, with the companions not picking up source. Oh, it's because they have source callers. That's why. I just remembered they're still wearing their source callers and we haven't removed them. I don't think we can remove them for a while though. But Vane will be able to use the time warp skill eventually. Let's see. Let's use Valiant Inquire Red Prince. There you go. Restored pretty much all of his armor. Cannot complain. Oh my god, we actually have a really good setup here for Red Prince. You can hit all these guys with a whirlwind. If you tried! Right, let's go over here and knock these two down. Smack 'em. Lovely. Yeah, we're good. That Voidling can't even walk over to us because otherwise he'll kill himself. Hey, everyone got their level up. Oh, fantastic. You can't apply skill points during a fight, which I guess we could do. I'm gonna put strength up on Fane. He obviously has one more Scandal. I get one more in Summoning. I'm gonna get 2 more in Constitution, but 20 Constitution is kind of all I'm going to need. I know it's not with Prince's turn. It says gain Hydrosophist. She is getting 2 more strength, because now she can equip any armor in the game she feels like. So who turns is it? It's Fangs. Oh, he's so close to reaching him. Murder. Yeah, he's just gonna constantly do damage to himself if he walks near oil. It takes him that long just to get set up. To us, it won't be an issue. We can even be a bit of a jerk to him as well. Let's actually not do that. Let's instead take this guy, teleport him right there. Because now he can't move. Well, he can, but he lost a lot of health for it. Which allows him to bounce his shield. Attack. And we can use Hail Strike for victory. I spelled something really good downstairs, oh god.
Seek the healing waters. I await you.
Oh, voice. The same one from before. The corpses of voidlings lie in heaps around you, a miasma of cursed fluid pooling at your feet.
Those filthy beasts were like rats. A swarm most vile, but vanquished as a matter of course.
If this is all the Void has to offer, we're bound to emerge victoriously.
We can't get caught up in another battle like that. They're only getting worse.
The Sicilian was kind of realistic about in that situation, but they were nothing. They just weren't an issue because they had no armor. But Voidlings will get stronger later on. Well, they won't, but there'll be more Void enemies. They'll just get stronger and stronger. There's really nothing there. But what we're looking for is in this area. Just trying to remember. It is over this way, I believe, so we're going to take this path. Yeah, I remember where we are now. You just got to be a little bit careful because there's void salamanders over there. We're going to ignore them for now. I want to talk to this girl,
On the
Bahala.
ledge before you, a lone lizard woman overlooks the marshes. Her stare is as sharp as the bolt eyeing you from atop her crossbow.
Now, she is a huntsman trace person, but we're not going to worry about that.
Stand back, kinsman, and keep your hands off your weapons. Convince me you're no magister, or draw one last deep breath.
I will not. You do not wear the collar of oppression. Explain. I have heard of this woman. No magister would know. She can deceive our enemies, but sadly she cannot escape them. You do not share this weakness, as your presence here attests. I apologize for this steel-tipped welcome, but lives are at stake. Hold on, I'll let you up.
With one graceful motion, the lizard throws down a tangled mess of vines for you to climb.
Come, ascend to the sanctuary of Amadia. You'll find you're not the only guest here, but the Great Mother provides for all.
There you go. We finally have a new shopping area, pretty much. First thing we're going to do, we're going to walk over to the statue.
Amidst the placid little pond, the face of a goddess lies half submerged in the water. Rivulets stream from her deep-set eyes like endless cascades of sunlit tears. You feel peaceful in her presence, soothed somehow by an intangible comfort. As you gaze upon her loving face, you find yourself drawn into a trance-like state. A voice seems to reach you from within your mind and from the furthest reaches of the stars. Its whispers caress you like a breeze.
Yeah, we're going to back away from that. There's a specific line of dialogue you have to pick with that, but this gives us a fast travel. Then we're going to talk to this guy,
The
Exeter.
young man fidgets with his armor and half-sword excitedly. He sees you approach.
I'll sell this. This. You see, he's selling some cool stuff. He's selling polymorph and scoundrel skills, which they're gonna be fantastic. I just need to empty the inventory of stuff.
Divine blessings. It's good to see Gareth safe and sound.
We will keep these amulets. We'll probably sell them later on, but still. But you can sell some good stuff like pixie dust. But it's these skills we're after. Now, I've talked about polymorph before. Talk about changing your character to get really cool, interesting effects like bullhorns here. That gives your character battering ram. So if you don't want to use warfare skills, polymorph is a good close second because you can just give yourself battering ram, but it does take an action point to use. So if you've been at this with a battering ram, you could just go with summoner, but there are really overpowered polymorph skills. Like Chameleon Cloak, just turn invisible. Absolutely fantastic skill that.
Divine blessings.
Because you can just hit something, go invisible, and Vayne might start going into polymorph later down the line. We're just not going to buy the skills yet because I don't know if Vayne will go into polymorph. Chicken Claw, we saw someone use this before. If an enemy has no physical armor, turn them into a chicken, they can't do anything. Really good. Reduce the head. If you're standing by enemies with no physical or magic armor, I think it's physical armor, but it petrifies enemies so they can't move. So you could have a warfare polymorph that reduces everyone's physical armor and it makes them all stop in their tracks. It's very good. Now of course these skills will affect different parts of your body, like your head. That's why this isn't compatible with bullhorns, because you're taking away snakes for horns, pretty much. You got Heart of Steel, which restores 34 physical armor. It restores physical armor each turn after that. Tentacle Lash. If an enemy doesn't have physical armor, you hit them with a whip that makes it so they can't choose any physical attacks, which is fantastic. Spread your wings. That gives you flight, which is like Cat Leap. Just really good. And of course you can buy Adrenaline. So if you really want to constantly have turns, go a little bit into Scoundrel, get Adrenaline. You only require Scoundrel 1. You got Chloroform, which, if an enemy has no magic armor, it can send them to sleep. But it can also hit through magic armor sometimes, and if it does, it puts the enemy to sleep and gets rid of their magic armor. Doesn't really matter on the enemy for the most part, so something can have like 3,000 magical armor, and you just put them to sleep, and they lose all the magic armor, which is good. Cloak and Dagger. Yeah, we're buying Chloroform and Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger lets you jump and teleport. Fantastic skill. Rupture Tendons, which is okay. Ignore the air and poison damage, that's just from Vayne's daggers. It will try to set bleed on characters without physical armor, which is handy. But you don't really need to make an enemy bleed to death, because the enemy will most likely not run away from Vayne anyways. They'll probably try and take out a Scoundrel instead of running away from them. Sawtooth Knife does the same thing, but it hits through armor. So pretty much it immediately makes something bleed, which is handy. Backslash we know of. We do some cool stuff. We have Nah. Oh geez, I have to sell stuff. Right, we're selling these amulets. That'll give us enough. There is a wing here. Oh, it's not unique. It's fine then. So we're doing that.
Was it you who saved Sir Gareth from the Magisters? 7 praise you, stranger. You don't know what it was like for us here. We all thought we were going to die. Now with Sir Gareth back to lead us, and if I know him, he must have found those source weapons, we might actually have a chance at surviving this.
That does give us some interesting stuff, but what we want to do is Red Prince is obviously getting a shield. He now has an upgrade. Oh my god. Fane is obviously learning the Scandal skills. They're going to help us down the line. So let me just check how long I have been recording for, just to see. 25 minutes. The last couple of episodes have been pretty long, but there are some cool shops around here, so we'll explore the shops for a bit. See what we can find. Now, is he dead? He must be dead. Huh. We'll lose some stuff. Bleed, fire, that requires Pyrokinetic and Polymorph. Pretty cool.
The young woman stares at a trio of bodies.
Here we go.
Dead from their wounds, seemingly.
Simone, she has the Hydrosphere skills, which there's not much you can really get at the moment. Unfortunately, I think we're at the end of Hydrosphere's road.
They're dead. And for what?
We can talk to Samadil.
Gareth's back, and he's going to get us out of here. All of us.
And she has Pyrokinetic, which is pretty good. You got your Peace of Mind, Fireball, all these stuff, but I think now we have access to Saving Daggers, which is like throwing knives but fire. Pretty cool. Oh, this guy. I want to talk to him.
Welcome, my friend. Enjoy the quiet while it lasts.
And he will sell, well, we know what he sells. We talked about it.
I know you seek answers. I'll tell you what I can. Godwoken.
Gareth pauses.
My friend, the Voidwoken feast on us. There is no longer a divine to channel the will of the Seven. A new one must rise. Only a Godwoken, descended from heroes, may ascend to divinity. But few are left. We knew of one, Verdas. He is why we came here. There were others, but they fell like crab apples from their branches. Someone else looks for Godwoken, not to liberate them, but to kill them. You have spoken to a god?
Gareth stares intently, not so much at you as through you.
Yes, I see something there, and something else besides. But it's not for me to say. I must get you to Malady. She will know. She was imprisoned on the Lady Vengeance, one of the few of us not left to rot on the sand and sun. All the more vital we take the ship from the Magisters, Godwoken. We'd just landed on shore. Minutes later, Dallas sailed in on the Lady Vengeance, screaming like a banshee. We had no hope. Most of us were dead in the blink of an eye. She had horrors at her side, shriekers they call them. They still protect the harbor, firing pure death at anything that catches their eyes. The Lady Vengeance is still anchored there too. Lucian, save us from whatever plot Dallas is concocting on it. Well, I had a plan. Gratiana told me of weapons that could counter these shriekers. Purging wands that steal source from its host. I went to that armory looking for one of these wands, but Alexander's bootlickers stumbled in first. I found nothing but dust and blood. We've got to find a way to silence those shriekers. If we do that, the Lady Vengeance is ours. Freedom is ours. I can't imagine anyone more capable. Lucian truly shines his light on you. See Gratiana. She knows every songbird and blade of grass on this isle. I'd go myself, but she seems, shall we say, dissatisfied with my recent failure. The Lady Vengeance waits offshore, ready to sail for a righteous cause. Find a purging wand. Alexander's shriekers will rot. We'll turn the tides, my friend. Divine be praised.
It does give us a
did what you could.
objective. Objective is to get to the Lady Vengeance. Now, I believe this guy...
He works fast, checking weapons to see if they're battle ready. He thumbs the edge of a blade. It draws blood. He grins.
I believe he sells some of the skills he does, but he also sells Necromancer skills. Necromancer is all about Make enemies count as undead. I mean, they'll take damage from trying to heal each other. But also do some cool stuff like this skill, for example. They can bring back a dead corpse as a summon. I don't know if this interferes with Summoner. I've never tried Necromancer Summoner before. I might actually try that later on because that'd be kind of cool. Bloodsucker as well, it heals you with the blood around you. I think it doesn't do damage to undead. Death Wish is pretty cool. So the more health someone's losing, the more damage they do. Decaying Touch, it's like Shocking Touch, but it does the decaying stats, which treats any target that it hit as an undead. So you could make Lucia a really cool character with a Necromancer and Feint skill. In fact, I think Bloodwing is actually intended for that as well. Like a Necromancer Hydrosophist. In fact, is the exact... Well, in fact, it's like Leech actually. But it is a bit strange. You seem to be able to hit just practically anything, but it implies decaying stats. Mosquito Swarm. We've actually seen it on our Incarnate, so we know what it does. Shackles of Pain. I died to that earlier. We know what it does. It makes the target take damage when you take damage. Dimensional Bolt, we know. Rallying Cry, we know of. Conjure Kana, Power Infusion, Farsight Fusion, Supercharge, and Mental Totem. We obviously know about that.
The blade is thirsty. Now.
We're gonna ignore him and just walk away. But we do have an objective. I think this is the last episode I'll record for today. So, next episode we're gonna focus on trying to get a Persian wand. There's a lot of different ways to do it. But we will be going for that. Next episode is probably going to be an incredibly long one. So I will see you guys then.